Hello everybody, it's your boy the Guru back again. Well, the Guru, I used to call myself the Guru, I'm actually just called Marcel now. Anyway, we are in the middle of a campaign. I am just doing a CM16 training Oguri cap. I want to create a sprinter cap. But I wanted to record this video as a review of Make a New Track. And that is where this video is going. That is what we are doing. Because with the new scenario about a month and maybe like a few days away, anticipation is that the new scenario drops around... Well, the new scenario drops on the Light Hello Agnes Tachyon banner. And as of right now, the anticipation for that banner is sometimes around July 20th, as Henry Handsome Darby's carrot calculator has it around the 20th, and the UMA timeline has that banner on the 20th as well. So there is definitely a anticipation that we will see Make a New Track within about a month. So I felt, why not? Let's just sit down and finally do the review of Make a New Track. Because, well, let me put it to you this way. In terms of a quote-unquote tier list of the 3 scenarios we have, in terms of, like, design, I think Make a New Track's the best. I think URA is second and Unity is third in terms of what we have in global right now. I think in terms of career design, Make a New Track, it itches all the fancy for me. Oh, god damn it. Oguri. What the fuck? Well, that's a disaster. I would have cried laughing if it came up with, oh yeah, you got sleep deprived. Alrighty, so while I send Oguri to a beach training resort, I will talk about again where my feelings went for, like, Make a New Track and whatnot. And simply put, I like Make a New Track from... I think I'm going to click you, actually. I like Make a New Track from a design standpoint quite a bit. I think that its mechanics in the game click with me. They very much do. I enjoy them quite a bit. That being said... Oh my goodness. Having... that absolute mood killer destroyed us. Like, it actually destroyed our summer. Wow. Oh, that is bad. I don't need the energy. But anyway, I rate the mechanics of Make a New Track ahead of the previous 2. I think the mechanics of the previous 2 annoy me enough that I consider Make a New Track, you know, the better design-wise. I love the shop. I love the way the RNG is in this scenario. It just feels a lot more easier to deal with than the RNG in Unity Cup, especially. Oh, Unity Cup, it really did feel like you could have everything set up. You could see the finale. You could see Team Zenith being defeated. And then you just lose the Unity Cup because the game just decided, hey, you're losing it. Because, like, that's generally how it felt. It felt like the game would be just like, you're losing. Too bad. Here, you feel like you're in a lot more control. So, if I like the mechanics and the design of Make a New Track / Trackblazer so much, then I must rate it rather highly, right? Nope, it is the worst scenario thus far. It's not even close. I loathe Unity Cup. Drives me nuts by the end of it. At at least it didn't waste your fucking time. And that is the biggest thing here. This scenario is too fucking long. And that is where the problems arise. Because you just cannot have this scenario take a scenario where the average clear time is 47 minutes. like when people say, oh, it's 50 minutes, they weren't joking. They weren't joking in terms of, like, it would take 50 minutes. Because, like, you see on this channel, all the Make a New Track things I upload are 47 minutes or longer. It's insane. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I see why this scenario absolutely bombed in Japan. Like, it is clear as day that this was a failure of a scenario. And the funniest thing is, when you look at Make a New Track, you look at it from, like, a core design standpoint, you can clearly see that Cygames did not anticipate this. Because, by all purposes, Make a New Track is designed in a way where they're like, okay, you're going to be racing a little more, but you're probably not going to be racing too much. You're going to be training a decent amount and all that type of stuff. When in reality, the best way to play Make a New Track is just race. Race to the point where you're wondering if your UMA is going to be okay. And that is where the frustration comes in. Because not the best way, this is the best way to get best scores. The optimal way to play Make a New Track is to race 500 times. It adds length. And this is where Make a New Track's greatest flaw is. The optimal way. The way that gets you the best score, the best UMAs, all that type of stuff, takes about 50 fucking years. And even as somebody who comes away from Make a New Track, as I just said, enjoying the design of it. There's a lot about Make a New Track that I actually like, more than in all the other scenarios. The problem is, it is hard for me to go, yeah, Make a New Track is worth it, when you're spending 50 minutes a career. Like, you can min-max, optimize your clicking all you want. It's not going to matter when you have to click so many races. So many shop clicks, and after a while it adds up. And while I do not think it hit global anywhere as hard as it hit Japan, or fuck, I bet even Korea and the Chinese, or is it Taiwanese? Oh god, I think it's Taiwan server. Is it Taiwan server? I honestly can't remember. Hold on a sec. Game Tora. Oh nope, not that. Game Tora. It is a Taiwan server, right? Yeah, it is Taiwan. Okay, there. I forgot it. I just remembered a video. The reason I said Chinese was because there was a video I saw that showcased the amount of censorship this game went through just to be published in the Chinese game market, and it's honestly fucking hilarious. But to go back to the point, they probably went through the same thing, because again, it is rough. And like you saw, Global's player base dropped. But here's where I'm, like, not as... what's the word? Oh, fuck. I am not as... Give me speed. oh my god, about global player base drop is because, well, we have a benefit that many others that Japan didn't. I hate that I have to click this. Is that, well, we know what's coming. We know what's coming. We've known what's coming from the very beginning. And I think that is important to consider in this because a lot of people probably are going to come back because there's a lot of stuff still coming. We know Grand Live's coming. We know that's a great scenario. We know the Ark's coming. We know all the scenarios. We know all the Umas, right? So there's a lot of people who probably planned around, okay, let's make a new track. I'm going to not try as hard because the scenario is agonizing. So it wouldn't shock me if, we see that pop back up just because make a new track's over. Like, there are a decent amount of people I know who play this game who are going along the lines of, I'm tired of making a new track. I'm waiting to Grand Live. And again, thankfully, Grand Live is within pretty much a month. It is highly expected Grand Live is going to be around the 20th of July. So, we got that to look forward to, which is very nice because, again, even I'm just like, okay, I'm tired of putting 50 minutes into a fucking campaign every single time. And it's just, that's the truth. And that is why make a new track, Trackblazer, whatever you want to call it, to me is like the worst scenario right now. And it's probably going to stay the worst scenario to me, most if not all of Uma Musume, simply because of the time. It is too much, and it is very clear that Cygames understood that, because no scenario ever comes close to what Make a New Track did. Oh, I thought this was the hugging one. Yeah, well, we gotta find Modal. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. It's just me shitting on Make a New Track just because the time spent is just too much. Nice. But in the next video, I will probably actually, let me take a look, do a couple interesting videos. Ah, son of a biscuit. I'm still not good at this. But I will probably do a couple interesting videos. I will talk about the upcoming Umas and support cards in July, because July is probably the most substantial month of Uma Musume since March, as you get a lot, and I mean a lot of monsters coming out around that time. Like, just for example, in terms of like the Umas and the support cards coming out in the month of July, we have the Summer McQueen and Summer Goldship, which Summer Goldship is going to essentially be a change in both team trials and CMs because it opens the door to debuffers in more than just mediums. We have the Summer Maru, Summer Nakayama Festa banner. That's going to be good. A little bit later, about halfway through the month, the monster known as Kapana Riki shows up. For those of you who don't know, Kapana Riki, the OG Kapana Riki, is going to stay as a dirt course menace and one of the best dirt Umas you can run for a long time. I've heard some people say as long as 3 years. So that is something to take into account for a lot of people. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we have Smart Falcon, Agnes Tachyon, Light Hello. And then for some people, we got another Oshi pull and a somewhat good pull in the Tokateo Wit card with Twin Turbo and the winning ticket and the Rita Taishin banners, Steampunk Edition. And then, after that, we pretty much get at least one or two consistent, hey, these guys are going to be pretty fucking good from now on. Because in August, we got Seeking the Pearl coming out, who is a very good sprinter. The Daichi Ruby power card comes out, which is almost a must borrow at minimum on mile or sprint distances. Just because its gold skill is so good. And then you have Aston Machan, who, again, another very good short distance Uma. As Aston Machan, I believe, is sprint mile medium. No, sprint and mile. And, like, she's one of the better short distance Umas out there. And though her Valentine's one, which comes out far later, as we aren't expecting to see that for another 2 years, is one of the best sprint Umas in the game. And then after that, we get the first of many Summer Marv reruns alongside a return of Seeking the Pearl and Daichi Ruby. And you may be wondering, wait, why are they coming back so quickly? Well, it turns out when this game was first released, Seeking the Pearl and Daichi Ruby, they ended up releasing them, and then the Google Play Store had a malfunction, which didn't allow you to buy credits in the game. So, to compensate in that, they would release Daichi Ruby power card and Seeking the Pearl at the end, a little bit later. Pretty much it was within, let's see. Yeah, 2 banners. Yeah, they came back for a rerun just to compensate that. And then you get the Yamano Zephyr banner to end August alongside Symbolic Chris S. Stanima, which is, again, it's another, pretty much another must borrow, simply because it has Lose Yourself, which if you are a late surger, long distance runner, or long distance, you get an acceleration. So that is something a lot of late surgers needed. Since I believe the only real acceleration for late surgers is probably Palmer and Dolber's uniques, because On Your Left is really not that good right now. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. We're going to be hitting from first anniversary to 1.5 anniversary, there really wasn't a lot of stuff to pull. But from now on, oh, do I really want to run that? I could get the mission done, but I do want to rest. Nah, I think it's better for me to rest here. Sorry, mission. But no, like, from first anniversary to 1.5 anniversary, there really wasn't much that is like, oh, this is a must pull. Now, once we get past 1.5, we start seeing cards that are like, oh, this is worth it. Almost every month. Like, there are some really, really strong stuff coming out. We got another Mr. CB rerun coming up. Vodka and Daiwo Scarlet Christmas are pretty good. Narita Bryan Blaze is going to come out. That's a very good long distance runner. At the end of October and all that. Then in the beginning of November, we get hit with Daitaku Helios. A little bit later, we get hit with another Maruzensky summer run. And then second anniversary begins with Measure Orion and Mr. CB. So, get your carrots spending in now, boys, because, like, oh, we got some monsters coming. So anyway, that was my review of Make a New Track with a little talk about banners coming in the future. Yeah, well, that's... Next video will probably be a review of those future banners. And then, you know, maybe talking a little bit more about what I am going to be expecting myself to pull as Uma Musume goes on. But with that, I will bid you adieu. Ciao, my friends, and we will see ya next time. Bye-bye. I hope you heard that. I'm pretty assuming you heard that.